Good evening out there in Randoland. I'm Neon Tiger, and welcome back to the ALTTPR League Season 2 playoffs. We're here, Game 4 between Team Kappa and Kinda Rando Retired. On the left side, representing Team Kappa, up 2-1 here. We've got Gammachuu, and on the right, representing Kinda Rando Retired, Furaime. They've got one win, so they're going to need to finish off and get these next two wins in a row to stay alive here in the playoffs. And this is Game 4, lower seeds choice, and the lower seeds choice for this race is going to be All Dungeons Key Sanity. So this should be interesting. These are two very good runners, Gamma and Furaime. So this will be pretty good. We'll be joined in just a moment by Tyler. Should be here just a moment, getting a nice little start. Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of Key Sanity, a lot of All Dungeons in this tournament so far. It's a fairly popular pick here. A lot of the runners, especially a lot of the runners here, this late into the tournament are very knowledgeable and very skilled at running that. So it's kind of a safe pick, I feel like, for if you don't really want to put yourself in a situation where you're going to be potentially taking a chance. It's a very safe pick. We've got Regis tracking for us tonight, so thank you very much. And of course, all of our bots are back, so very happy to have them back as always. And I believe Tyler is here now. Hey, Tyler, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Happy to step in here at the last minute. I was going to watch this match anyway, so may as well talk about it too. Looking forward to it.
Absolutely. This should be a good one here. Again, Gammachuu and Team Kappa looking for that third win here that will send them on to the next round. And Furaime and Kinda Rando Retired here, needing to pick this up to stay alive. So this is very much going to be a very competitive race between these two, as if it wasn't going to be already.
Yeah, absolutely. And All Dungeons is very execution heavy, and these are two fantastic runners as we are off, both starting at Sanctuary with one of those 6 Dark Palace keys to start off.
Yes, indeed. And keep in mind, this is the Light World Conference Finals. So the winner of this moves on to the League Finals. They will face the winner of the Dark World Conference Finals, which is Team Sugoi, and Fendrana Drifters is the other pairing that is playing for a spot in the finals. So 4 very good teams in these last.
Staved off elimination with a Game 3 win yesterday. So that was a lot of fun. I was on the mic for that one as well. Gammachuu here, starting off with a hula hand.
Not a bad call. This will get you some extra money. We'll make sure that you've got enough to go do all the stuff in Kakariko Village, and it will spit you out right at. I was going to say I'm quit. Okay, so he's not going to take the moment there to pop out at Link's house.
I was looking there on the lumberjack ledge. I think it was a compass, so not a big deal.
Nope, not going to be item locked. Aga. This is All Dungeons, so we will have to go do Aga 1 at some point.
Furaime wants nothing to do with that shield growing in the forest. Unbelievable.
No, he's going to take that bow.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely want that. Definitely want that bow. That makes an early Eastern Palace play, perhaps, in the offing. Furaime with no bombs is going to save and quit, however. And there's a glove in Link's house.
Yeah, it will be interesting here to see if Gamma goes back and saves and quits. Furaime making the play there to go to Link's house and get that glove. That's going to be a nice find.
Yeah, and Gammachuu is not saving and quitting, and so it looks like he's going to probably buy some bombs down here. He's got Furaime just picked up the glove. Gammachuu doesn't have it yet. I thought that he could pick up this rock south of the Lost Woods access for that 50-50 bomb. But he won't be able to do that. Furaime picking a couple up from the bushes, though.
Yes, indeed. So while we have a moment here, as we go through Kakariko from both ends, just to give a quick overview of where everybody was when this started. Team Kappa first place team in Lost Woods Division, 13-1. They had a first round bye. As we see a check here, Gammachuu back of Tavern. It's going to be the map again, this tower. Yeah, 13-1. They got their first round bye. They had a rematch against WJP TBB. It was a 3-2 series, very good series I was on the call for.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Yep. And then they 3-0'd Seal W to get to here. Let's see what's in the chicken hut first before I talk a little bit about Kinda Rando retired here. Just a big 20, but Kinda Rando retired, also 13-1. They ended up tied for first, but won the tiebreaker over I Like Big Boots in the Kakariko division. And they also had a 3-2 against a past opponent in I Like Big Boots, and then a 3-0 over Clown Parade, as Elderbender is just a piece of heart for us.
Yeah, so far not much of note in Kakariko here, as Gammachuu pulls a Turtle Rock small key out of the well. Let's see what else he gets here. There's the magic mirror, so there's one thing that we like to see.
And there's a shield. You cannot escape.
Okay, good. we can finish the seat now. We have a shield. So that early Eastern play is looking good. I have to say. I wonder if anybody will gamble on that before going to the South Shore. Be unorthodox, I would say, but you could see. Uh-oh. That early cape is always troubling. There's that magic powder early on as well for Gammachuu. Furaime will pick it up here in just a second. Furaime saves and quits. Gammachuu got to do the checks here down to the south of the village, having come up there from the north. We'll see where Furaime is headed. Saves and quits to Sanctuary. With that glove, perhaps checking out the back of Escape here real quick.
I think this is pretty safe. Safe play here for Furaime.
Yeah, this makes sense. You got one bomb, then you can save and quit down to Link's house. You can buy bombs at the Lake Hylia shop, and then I guess head over to Eastern that way if you're gonna go.
Ooh, big key, Thieves Town, and the small key to Swamp Palace.
Oh, that's really nice.
Ooh.
That small key to Swamp is great to have. Obviously, you need that to do anything other than check that first chest in the dungeon. And the Thieves Town big key is a nice one as well. That will open up the whole dungeon, except for that one check there in the big chest once they make their way over into the Dark World.
Mm-hmm.
Furaime is actually going to head up and check Uncle, and Gammachuu is going to be following in his footsteps.
Indeed, and Gamma picking up that glove as well. So we've got ourselves a even match on items right now, except for obviously the keys that Furaime's got, because Gamma has not been to the back yet of Escape.
Uncle has another big key for us. It's the big key to Desert Palace.
Again, nice to have, additional checks, and that opens up the back now, as long as we can have a way into Desert Palace, which we don't have yet. Still need a little bit of help to get there.
No, we'll need the book or the flute and the Titan's mitts to get in there, of course. Hopefully we'll find the boots before you go in there. Although in all dungeons, key sanity is less likely that you'll have to. And the pearl, of course. No, you don't need the pearl to do that. What am I talking about? No, you don't need the pearl to get into the desert the back way, because you can use the mirror as a bunny.
Yes.
Or else you would never be able to get to Tower of Hera, and the vanilla game would have been very short.
And both runners are not going to go rescue the princess.
Gammachuu faked out there by that fairy. He's like, oh, I want to get... Wait, no, I've got full health. I do not need that. I identify with that very hard. There's a skull small key there in the boomerang chest. Having one of those is nice. But skull is one of those dungeons that you don't actually need to find any of the small keys in order to complete it. So escape coming up pretty empty, at least in the front. Furaime will save and quit. There, looks like Gammachuu is going to mirror out, perhaps is going to sequence break into Dark Cross. Furaime is going to leave that for now.
And I'm going to say here for Furaime, do you think that the play is going to be into Eastern Palace here after a trek to South Hyrule?
Yeah, after South Hyrule, it seems like Eastern is... I mean, unless you find, like, a couple things down here that point you towards the Dark Worlds or Death Mountain, maybe. But, like, the Eastern is I think the clearest next play after this.
Yeah, I feel like if we don't find anything down here, then we've really got to go to Eastern to see if we can find something there that will point us in the right direction.
Eastern would be a defensible play after this, even without the bow. And so with the bow, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because the dark rooms in Eastern Palace are not too difficult. There's one room that's kind of a little bit of a pain in the butt, but once you kind of know how to get through it, you are pretty good. And Furaime is actually going to go check Hyena's cave here. Maybe check the ledge and see if there's what's up there.
And Gammachuu pulls that piece of heart out of Dark Cross. Well done. Without a sword there. And Gammachuu is going to, while he's here, is going to check that first chest in Castle Tower, which you can get to because of that magic.
Yeah, that's actually a smart play as well from Gamma here. We're seeing some interesting small key at Dark Palace there in Nagina's cave. But yeah, Gammachuu, not a bad play here to make this. He's trying to powder the ball and chain. Yeah,
That's not how that works.
The attempt was made.
You tried. I'd have been really impressed if that had worked. I was like, oh man, new tech. This is great. Alright, Gammachuu checking out the picture for Furaime to buy some bombs. We'll see if Furaime is going to head over towards Eastern now or back down and around to Mini Moldworm Cave.
I think it's going to go back. Let's see, maybe not. Yeah, it's going to go back down the round. Yeah.
Now, I suppose without the, like maybe you go do this. I guess you go do this first, hoping maybe that you find the Eastern Big Key, or the lamp, or the boots of the hookshot, or something like that.
Yeah, because we're starting to run out of locations where we can logically get to. That doesn't mean that our runners are just going to be like, oh, well, I have to go here. We might see some sequence breaks.
Guess we're going to stop playing now.
This seed is actually broken, and we need to restart. No, I'm kidding. I will be honest, since they've done all the logic updates. Oh, there's a sword. Okay.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, through all of the development updates, we've kind of eliminated a lot of those soft lock possibilities as far as item placements and whatnot.
That's nice.
They're
We've clearly gotten to that point after I started playing, because I've never encountered one of those, which is nice. So I'm glad to have found this like once it worked. That's really good.
Yeah, Gamma's going to go in the mid-new Old Arm Cave here. Furaime making the play I would make here, go up to Ice Rod Cave and see if there's anything in here, and then probably head down to Eastern. Unless you want to do the... you could do a check of the Lake Hylia Island. That would probably not be too bad. Unless he did that... Actually, he did that when he jumped in the water.
I don't know. I don't know if Furaime jumped in the water. I didn't see it.
Yeah, when he came out of the when he got the bombs out of the shop, he jumped in the water.
Did he jump in there? Okay.
Yeah. So I was trying to remember exactly why he did that, and then it just came to me like right now.
Chat coming through. 3 bombs on the island. Thanks.
Yep.
So Furaime is gonna fake flipper, I guess. I was like, is walking back from Ice Rod Cave, but is gonna fake flipper up here. Does not have Zora money, so this is a sequence break. Well, maybe just be swimming up to Eastern Palace too. That's possible.
Yeah,
but he's gonna check hobo.
Yeah, and he might do that after. I was thinking because it could either be a hobo check or it could be just swimming up the Eastern. It's quicker to go this way than it is to go all the way around.
But yeah, without the Moon Pearl and without Zora money going all the way up to Zora, it doesn't make a ton of sense.
Yep, save and quit there from Furaime. Gamma is probably heading over to the Eastern, I assume.
I would have to think so.
Well, maybe actually gonna go get some.
Either get bombs or check the island real quick. Yeah.
Yep.
Both.
Or both.
Furaime looks like he's gonna sequence break up Death Mountain. With that mirror, can get into Tower of Hera here. So, and can check at a minimum 2 checks in Tower of Hera. Mm-hmm. So this is an aggressive.
Yeah, you can say it was an aggressive play, and Gamma's going to Eastern Palace here. So we are seeing some divergence here. Gamma's going to check Sahasrar's hut, and then probably go into Eastern, and then Furaime is going to take the sequence break up to get the old man out and go up to probably go up to Hera.
Now we have a green panda at Turtle Rock today. That doesn't feel great.
Yeah, well, we're gonna go there anyway since it's all dungeons.
Ooh! There's the hammer. That's and the big key of Ice Palace up there. But with Gammachuu finding that hammer, now I imagine that Gammachuu is going to be nopes out of there, saves and quits to Sanctuary. I bet this is Gammachuu following Furaime up the mountain. But unfortunately for Furaime, Gammachuu is going to be able to do a lot more up.
Oh yeah, this is a nice play from Gamma. I also found a small key to Hyrule Castle in the back of the Hospital's hut as well.
So that's totally meaningless, but at least we can check it off our list. that heart piece in Zelda cell now in Logic. Thank God.
Yeah, very early still in this race. 16 minutes, 38 seconds in. Both runners making checks here. Definitely not over by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
No, but yeah, Gamma having a nice advantage here for the moment with that hammer find. We'll be able to check a whole lot more of Death Mountain here. You might have a little bit easier time going up through to Moldworm as well.
Yeah, so this not paying off for Furaime. There being nothing there in Tower of Hera without the big key or the hook shot for Hera pot shenanigans. So Furaime is now going to head over towards the Eastern Palace area. We'll get his hammer We'll see whether he heads into Eastern itself. I hope so, because we're running out of places. We're running out of logical checks for there to be progression in.
Yeah, I was going to say, Tyler, that while going up here and doing all of this stuff is certainly for Gammachuu is certainly a worthwhile investment, this is all out of logic because we're not supposed to be up here yet, according to the items that are where they're placed so far in the game. Obviously, there's probably something at Eastern Palace that we're supposed to go get that Gamma has not
it's
gotten
either that
yet.
or Zora. So, so you got to think they're coming up here hoping that both of them coming up here is assuming that the lamp is the progression in Eastern Palace, right? And so you come up here to knock this off and hope that you find maybe the Eastern Palace big key up here, right? So that you can avoid a double dip.
Yep. And of course, actually, Gamma's going to pick up those 10 arrows.
You don't see that every day. It's good.
No. Well, he only had 4, so you may as well. Never hurts to have a little bit extra. He's going to nope out.
Now we do have a bottle, we have the hammer and the magic powder, so we do have a couple more checks over in the Kakariko Village area that are in logic as well. We'll see when one of our runners makes their way back over there. Furaime pulls Blue Mail out of the cannibal.
Certainly will be welcome here. Only 7 hearts, every little bit helps. May not need it for the moment, but if you gotta go Dark World, it's gonna hit pretty hard. So you want to make sure that even if you're a skilled player like Furaime or Gammachuu, who is in the conference finals for their team, never gonna turn down a mail if it's not if it's within the way.
Given to you. Yeah, absolutely. I believe we saw a big key of some flavor on the floating island there, so we'll probably have to go get that.
So far, nothing really of value for Gammachuu showing up in the East Death Mountain check so far.
No, it's only the 2 checks until we get into Paradox Cave. So here's the real payoff. We have the Fire Rod. That's a nice find. A 3rd pod small key.
Yeah, that's a good start.
Yes, it is.
Good news, we know where all the shields are.
Hooray. That's the best case scenario, that you see one shield. Oh, there's the Hera small, and one of the Castle Tower smalls. Gammachuu is not going to chase that Hera small back over to the Hera basement with that fire.
I was going to say, methinks that there's going to be a lamp very soon in Furaime's future.
Yeah, I think either right here. So it seems like it's Sick Kid or Magic Bat is the answer there. And Gammachuu is headed that way.
Oh, I think Furaime is heading over there too, probably.
Yeah, I think so. So Zora could be the answer as well. Neither of our runners anywhere near Zora money, so that could be.
Could we see a farm off? That would be fun.
Oh man, I hope so. That would be scintillating.
That is the dream here. A farm off to go get Zora money.
A Friday evening, sitting inside watching 2 people open rupee pots over and over and over again. That's what I signed up for sure. Sick Kid has for us a map.
Hera map.
To Tower.
I was gonna say we're gonna play Legend of Zelda, a slot machine to the past.
No, no.
Yeah, you'd have to. You're thinking that there's got to be something here at Magic Bat at this point because we're kind of out of real
Yeah,
big
there's really
location
nothing else.
check.
Yeah. What are we gonna get here? Well, the Castle Tower chests, though. There's a big key, though, to Dark Palace. Castle Tower is now the answer. We have seen Agina. Furaime went there.
Yes. And Gamma's going to head up and go into Castle Tower.
We'll have a little bit easier time of this now with a weapon.
Yes. Kind of wonder if it's going to be within that very, very first chest. That's where we might be hiding something.
Gamma is farming some magic, I think, here.
Mm-hmm.
A couple fire rod shots are going to be very helpful up there.
Right.
With that first key and the fire rod, you can, it's not in logic to check that second chest, but you can do it.
Right. It wouldn't be within logic because we wouldn't have the actual way to get up to Old Man and Death Mountain without having that lamp.
Or make it through, or make it through the dark rooms in Castle Tower, because there are a couple of those that don't have torches, so those aren't.
Yes. Yeah, we've got something here in this first chest in Zora, and I feel like those are our last two locations where there could be a thing. And part of me really wants to think that it's going to be in this next room right here for Gamma.
It's, man, either that or 300 rupees. Well, it's 50.
Big 50.
So logically, the answer is Zora here. That is what is going to be our progression. Now the trick is coming up with $250 to feed the scamfish. Oh, well, there it is.
Oh. Now, that would be cool if that was if that was within logic. That would have been so cool.
Oh man!
But it
so
obviously is not, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna find something here at Zora that takes us exactly where we need to.
Oh, splash delete. Nice. There. Oh, just missed it.
Yep.
This is very tight. You have to be able to land, to be able to stick 3 arrows and lay 2 bombs, and then jump in the water and hit the water before anything leaves the screen. So it's nice to do it right there on the diving board there. Gammachuu is going to check Hobo real quick and then head up to Zora.
Yep, and the way that works, obviously, since the name kind of gives it away, Splash Elite, is what we're doing is we're overloading the game engine a little bit so that it doesn't do the splash animation, because there's so much stuff on the screen. So that lets you jump in the water like that.
Yeah, because of course, if you don't splash, you must not be in the water, right? So you can just wander around.
Yeah, most of our techniques and glitches are just us confusing the crap out of the game.
Yes. Furaime is headed back to Hera Basement with that Hera small key and the fire rod. Gammachuu did not do this. It occurs to me that those Castle Tower checks were also not in logic, because that Castle Tower small key was in Paradox Cave, which was not in logic. Right. So...
Ouch.
Oh, ouch. That feels real bad.
And that stinks for Gamma. You get to keep your money, but you gotta go back and start over again.
gonna save some of those resources and do the more traditional fake flipper down here south of Ice Palace instead. See what Furaime about the coffee break. Just 3 bombs. Yeah, Gammachuu thinking about going to the waterfall. That's not going to work without the Moon Pearl because of reasons. Got a blue cane up there on the ledge. Won't be going back for that. Yeah, it's this is probably going to be your Moon Pearl here on Zora. Could be the book, I suppose. Could be another fetch quest. But Pearl seems most likely. And there it is.
You're gonna get called a wizard.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm magic just for, process of elimination. That's my magic.
Just remember, you have to heat it. You have to heat the fire up to about 400 degrees to properly burn a wizard.
All right, so now we got more game to play. That's nice. Gammachuu headed over towards that Dark World portal in Kakariko Village. We'll be checking out Thieves Town, Village of Outcasts area. I guess Skull Woods is full clearable if you want.
Yeah, this definitely opens things up quite a bit for game, depending on where he wants to go next. He's got a lot of choice. And it's unfortunate for Furaime. He's going to find that 350 up here, but he's still going to be about 80 short.
Yeah, 80 is a lot easier to farm than 400, but
right.
Still not great. Gammachuu is headed up into Skullwood. Furaime with the Agatower B strats on one heart. Love to see it.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, chat making a good point here. Furaime can still Houlihan, hasn't done that yet, so that is a valid option to get some extra spending cash.
Does that only work once?
Yes, it only works once. So so that Gamma's already done it, but Furaime has not. So
what happens if you try to do it again?
I don't know because I've never tried to do it again.
Oh, chat, come through for me. Oh, the floor is empty.
Okay, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's less interesting than I hoped. But...
And indeed, that's exactly good call by chat. You are all on top of it here. Furaime going to go ahead and Houlihan to get the spending cash.
Yep, YOLO, not even picking up all of them.
Gammachuu, meanwhile, having to deal with the Gibdos and the Wallmaster.
That left-hand Gibdo is cooperating very nicely.
Right one, not so much, yeah. So, fun fact about Wallmasters, they are all right-handed because literally all right hands.
TIL. Several things, apparently.
I mean, popping on out of the water there, nice and safe. No crabs to deal with. I'm gonna go eat that merle.
Gammachuu headed down to take down Mothula here.
This is like
So
I think
far,
this is
nothing of note in Skullwoods yet. So
yeah. I was gonna say I think this is a good play. You know, go to the back, take care of the moth, get that one chest that's at the front. You can mirror as soon as you have it and pop out, and you've got this wrapped up, take care of.
and this is all dungeons, right? So you're gonna have to do this eventually, no matter what.
Yep. Ah, here we go. Here's the version to play here. Furaime's gonna go do Hype Cave first, and then maybe go up and do Skullwood's Thief's Down plays.
Yeah, that's fine. Get some early checks out of the way. Maybe thinking you pull a lamp out of here. You take your 3 pod keys, smalls, and your pod big key over towards Palace of Darkness, and your bow and your.
Yeah, that's a valid play. Meanwhile, Gammachuu, I'm gonna avoid the spikes. Gonna be using.
There it is.
Trying to get there at night.
Nice fighter sword moth fight. Got a small key to Misery Mire, small key to Turtle Rock. 20 rupees. Man, that's like 0 out 0.5 out of 10 for that one Turtle Rock key there in Hype Cave.
Yeah, not a very good haul from Hype Cave. Very tripe. But that was a nice move there by Gamma using the I think he's using the fighter sword spin to set up position for the hammer shot on the Mothula. He's having a little bit of trouble.
Mire and Ice, our 5/6 crit.
Yep.
That's vanilla. Ooh, and there are the mitts in Skullwoods.
Very nice play there from Gammachuu. Meanwhile, Furaime is going to go over. It looks like the pod with all those keys and the big key. It's actually going to check the pyramid first. Pyramid ledge.
Those mitts are a real nice find for Gammachuu and Team Kappa. Opened up a small lead early on.
Just a big 50 on the pyramid ledge, and it looks like Gamma's going to go check the Bumper Cave ledge. Let's see what's up there today. It's a heart.
Meh.
Hey, you're not going to go out of your way for that one.
I was going to run over and check Graveyard Ledge as well. This makes a lot of sense here. Even without the boots, sometimes you like to lump this in with Bonk Rocks and King's Tomb, but you got the Titan's mitts. This way you can save and quit Sanctuary and knock out those other 2 checks as well. There's our nice rod in Graveyard Ledge. Gonna need that. Furaime pulls out the mirror after checking Catfish. Is going to mirror back over here and take care of Waterfall Cave.
Looks like he might have to splash delete himself here. Oh, we gotta watch Fireball.
Got it. That one's probably the easiest one of those to do.
He's gonna go back in and out to reset the animation so you can actually open the chests.
Not much of note in there. Ice Small is nice to have, so is that free red potion. But nothing required. The reverse water walk down to Lake Hylia. Rarely seen. This is a little clever bit of routing there by Furaime, taking that southeast whirlpool portal back up towards the village now to knock out these, head into the dark world here. That was nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's just some really good game knowledge there from Furaime, knowing that you can do that. You don't usually see that from a lot of people. It's definitely I think it's definitely quicker than the save and quit and then back to Sanctuary.
There's the hook shot in Thieves Town. That's very nice to have.
Chest number 2, Thieves Town, coming up big. It'll be really, really nice. Maybe I'll leave and see what we get as some drives here shortly.
Mitz is out of logic. Answer question in chat because the fire rod was out of logic. It was up on Death Mountain. They don't have logical access to it. Oh, and there's our silver arrows. Thieves Town loaded today.
Swamp Palace, big key.
That's pretty good. We're just flippers away from being able to full clear Swamp Palace. But Gammachuu, without the small key to Thieves Town, deciding to leave the back for later, picks up a Turtle Rock small here in the brewery.
Ooh, Furaime, unfortunately, getting grabbed by the Wallmaster.
So, you could, at this point, also, you could sequence break into Ice Palace if you wanted. No big key on Gammachuu's side. I think that big key was over in Eastern Palace. But you can do everything else in there if you wanted. What do you think of that?
That's not a bad play. There's always a bit of risk that if you're trying to sequence break into something that might ultimately not lead to something beneficial, and you just end up wasting a lot of time. Even if you have to go back in there, you really don't want to double dip any dungeon in all dungeons because that's just time sink.
Yeah, I think that if I found the Cane of Samaria first, that might change my mind, and I would consider sequence breaking there. But I think I'm gonna, especially in all dungeons in Insanity, I'm gonna hold off on that for a little while longer. But if I find the cane, that maybe jumps up my priority list.
Yep. And we're getting a Smith chain here, which includes a trip over to Hammer Pegs. Gotta do the slow way, not the cool way with the boot coming out of the boots. So the really, really slow way.
One of these days, I want to see somebody get just super trolled by the Cucko skeletons and just end up hitting them over and over again with the hammer and them attacking them and needing to leave the screen and do it all again. Just once. That's all I want.
So let's see what we get here from our Smithy friends. It's just going to be a big 20.
Here, rescue me and pay me $10 and I'll give you $20.
You get the purple chest.
Furaime getting knocked around a little bit by Mothula here.
Yep. Ooh. He's got that red potion that he picked up from Waterfall Cave, which he might need to use here in a moment. Thankfully, having that blue mail will help a little bit.
Yep, could tank one extra hit there. On blue mail, everything in this room does 1 heart of damage, so, makes sense to do that at the last second. As Gammachuu finds half magic there in cave 45. A nice find.
Yep. Never required. Always a nice utility to have, though. It makes a lot of things a lot easier.
Absolutely. And Furaime takes down Mothula. Good fight there. Acquires his first pendant and first dungeon done. Act the Boker in chat, openly rooting for Mothula. Typical. There is our
Yep.
4th pod small.
Of course, we've already seen this, so we know it's just the small key at Dark Palace here.
Oh yeah, I was about to ask where that pod small key that Furaime had that Gammachuu didn't, and there it is. It's right there.
Yep.
Gammachuu pulling out that hammer is going to finish the South Dark World checks here with Hype Cave, and I imagine now with the hammer, the bow, fire rod, sword, 4 small keys, the pod big key. I think we're headed to Palace of Darkness.
I think without a doubt, that's exactly what we're going to end up with. At least if you're Gammachuu, that's probably where you're going after Hype Cave here.
Yeah,
Sometimes
we'd have to hammer yump, and not all of it will be in logic because of the lamp, but then, it'll be...
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta go where you think the game's telling you to go. You might not want to go there. You might not think that you have everything for it, but you don't always get to tell the game you're wrong. Sometimes you just have to be like, okay, no, this is what I'm doing now.
Furaime picking up the ice rod here. Gammachuu getting that knowledge of the vanilla 5/6 crystals. I guess technically they're swapped, given the order that he mentions them, but whatever. Gammachuu not headed over into Palace of Darkness yet. Going to check out that pyramid ledge. We'll see whether he decides to go up and make that catfish into waterfall fairy play that Furaime did. Skipping it would be a good idea because there's nothing there, but he doesn't know. This is the play into Palace of Darkness for Gammachuu. We will probably see... I would imagine Gammachuu is going to rush Helma. That would be my guess, at least. You're going to have to mirror back out and go down there anyway. You've got the keys. You've got the mirror. I think that makes sense to go do that first.
It makes a lot of sense to me as well.
They're the flippers, the first chest of pod.
Yeah, that's a nice find. I'm gonna say the thing that maybe some of us are thinking right now. Hello, Swamp Palace.
Yeah, hello Swamp Palace. Hello, hello Ice Palace as well. Furaime here is headed to the back of Thieves Town, wanting to clear this out. So this will be new information. We didn't see this from Gammachuu. We'll be isolating that big chest here. So that's probably why Gammachuu didn't go all the way to the.
One of the things to keep in mind too is the way I like to describe Rando for anyone who might be new to it. I know we got a lot of veterans in the chat who are watching this race as well, so you guys probably know this. You've heard me say this before. Rando's like, it's half skill, half luck is how I feel like it is. And skill-wise, these two are pretty evenly matched. So there's not a big gap in skill between these two runners. So you get a lot more of the who's ahead, who's behind. Really, it's kind of like luck and just, picking the right places to go based on how you're reading the seed, which is a little bit skill, but it's also there's a lot of, luck that your intuition's right.
Yeah, you build up your instincts over time playing the game, but there is still it's all randomized, right? There's still,
Right.
There's still luck involved about whether the decisions you make are going to work out or not.
Right.
Gammachuu making me look a little smart and headed right back to Helma at the beginning here. Furaime bombs the attic in Thieves Town. Hasn't come up with anything yet.
Yeah. That's a good point Chad is mentioning as well. The more skill that you have, the less it's, luck based, less you're relying on luck and more you're relying on execution. So that is
that's absolutely
that's
true.
a super good point. Yes. Ooh, ether. Now, that could be beneficial.
Yep.
Obviously, we don't have our requirements to get into Mire and Turtle Rock yet, so we'll need to know what medallions we need for them. Yeah, if one of them's ether or if both of them are ether, man, that's a nice find for Furaime.
Yeah, although it's not like it's a super out of the way check
Right.
there. Gammachuu will get there eventually, and probably isn't gonna be searching for it for too long, especially if it locks both dungeons.
Mm-hmm.
You got dueling boss takedowns here. Nothing else in Thieves.
Yeah, we got the Compass GT. Hooray! And a big 300 on Gammachoo's side for taking down the Helmasaur King. So, whole lot of trash, but we got some crystals.
So yeah, now the question left in Thieves Town is, what's in that big chest, right? And where is that Thieves Town small key? Looks like Gammachuu will be, with only 4 keys going in here, Gammachuu will be leaving the vanilla big key chest for later. It makes a lot of sense to isolate that one if you're going to isolate one of these. Actually, with 4, is going to have to... Oh, no, the hammer yump can get everything else, yeah.
There's the other male.
All right, Gammachuu setting up here for Hammer Yump. He's double pixel perfect here, although only in one dimension. There to get that bomb across there. Another 10 arrows in the dark here. Got one more check. And a small key to Misery Mire. So pod coming up dry, other than the crystal, really. Gammachuu about to find out that Eastern is similarly dry. We'll pick up Red Mail here, but that's about it. Oh, the flippers, excuse me, those were in pod.
Yep.
Yeah, all right. Well, it was so long ago.
I'm kind of thinking here, Tyler. Yeah, we really have not seen a heavy amount of items located in one dungeon yet. Where it's been like, oh, there's like 3 items in here, you know.
Yeah, we had the silvers in the hook in the front of Thieves Town, but that's the closest that we get here. But I imagine that Gammachuu is going to head to Swamp Palace right after this, and we'll see if that's any different. Sony in chat asking if we can check the first chest in Swamp Palace. Yes, and we can also check all of the other checks in Swamp Palace.
Yeah, we need to. I'm not be able to get all of them quite yet, but I think we still might be a key short. Being able to
No, they got it. They got the big key.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think
Fear Agent, the commissioner of the league in chat, saying I only open chests that have progression. I should really try that one of these times. I might be better at this.
That's like the perfect plan. Oh, Furaime gonna make the play to Dark Death Mountain.
Yeah, a little bit more divergence here. Gammachuu is headed into Swamp Palace with those flippers he pulled from Palace of Darkness. Furaime headed up to Dark Death Mountain. Has, let's see, 6 checks over here, plus that big key on Floating Island maybe is in the back of Furaime's mind. And can do Spike Cave as well.
Yeah, there's quite a few checks here. We'll obviously get some intel on what we need to get into Turtle Rock as well.
None of these checks that Furaime is doing in Logic, of course. We still can't make it up the mountain in Logic.
Yeah, we've been out of Logic for quite some time. I feel
Where
like.
we're going, we don't need Logic in time.
So the Mr. Fusions, our rando seat is powered by the Mr. Glitchy. There's battle. Be in a battle, be specific. Book literacy. That's a nice find. Opens
A
up a couple
blue
extra
ruby.
checks.
This is BK
And gets us
right
in the
here.
desert.
Oh, the
Ooh,
Cane of
Cane
Samaria. That's a nice pull for Furaime. When Furaime makes his way down here to Swamp and Ice, he's going to really enjoy having that Cane of Samaria. That's
Yeah, that's gonna be very interesting here.
and if this is the Turtle Rock Big Key up here,
Yeah. I was just about to suggest that. If that's Turtle Rock Big Key, you can just go inside and go do it.
oh,
That's
so
my
close.
Big Key.
So close.
No, but that's gonna be nice to find as well. Obviously having Kane, that's gonna make that a little bit closer.
And it's Ether.
Ooh, yes.
So Furaime's going to at least open up Turtle Rock here. Probably going to go in there too. If you're mirroring over to open it, you may as well go in. Will not be able to make every check in here with only 3 keys. Would need to steal the Pokey Key and isolate the lava chest with only 3 small keys, but can do everything else.
Yeah, I think I saw a Hera pendant. And I want to say I saw a Desert Palace pendant as well. Wait, no, that wouldn't be right, because let's go with... No, so that was just Hera pendant, I think.
Gammachuu is checking left side first over here.
Indeed, Furaime is going into Turtle Rock.
All right, we are at the 1 hour mark. Let's reset a little bit. This is a semifinal matchup in the playoffs of the Link to the Past Randomizer League, featuring Gammachuu of Team Kappa against Furaime of Kinda Rando Retired. Team Kappa currently has a 2-1 lead in this best of 5 series. So this is a win or go home for Furaime and KRR here. Stakes could not be higher. Right now, there's been some significant divergence between our 2 runners. We see Gammachuu pulling off getting the shovel there on left side Swamp. Furaime just picking up and a Master Sword there in left side Swamp. Very nice. Furaime just picking up that Cane of Samaria in a Hookshot Cave. I think it is still a little too early to tell, which one of our runners has the lead here. There's been quite a bit of divergence between our 2 runners here over the past 20-25 minutes or so. But it's been a good race so far. See no reason why it won't continue to be that way.
I would 100% agree with that assessment, Tyler. That's right on the money.
Hey, and there's our lamp.
Okay.
We're back in logic, everybody. We did it. Gammachuu getting confused about which one of those doors to go in, and boy, have I been there before.
Yeah, it really will depend on if you're gonna do dive down or not. Which, yeah, since that's new technique, I'm not surprised that maybe he might have thought, oh, I'll just do diver down. Wait, I don't have everything I need for that. Perhaps
could do it with just the
right.
Could do it with just the bombs, but like the bomb setup is there's the other Castle Tower small key in Swamp, nice to find. The bomb setup is faster if you nail it, right? If you get it. If you get it quickly, it is much easier, much more forgiving to do it with the Cane of Samaria.
Right, and yeah, it's going to depend on what your preference is with that.
And there's the Turtle Rock Big Key!
Ooh. This race has had more twists and turns than winding country road up into the Rockies.
Oh, man. This seed, what are we doing? That's really nice for Gamma, because now Furaime is going to have to double dip Turtle Rock here. Furaime safe scumming the lava chest, though. So that's kind of nice. So without doing this, Furaime would have to isolate this lava chest here. But without the big key, can't go any farther. So you may as well go and take a death, take a save point, and give yourself the potential of doing a hard reset here if there is nothing in the lava chest. Makes a lot of sense.
I think it makes a lot of sense given where he's at compared to Gamma. Yeah, we'll see a saving. We'll see a hard reset there, and Furaime will drop out of TR and go do something else. Probably go do Swamp now.
I would think so. Will feel bad when he gets that Turtle Rock big key. Oh, no, faking me.
Oh, is he going to do the pod? No.
I'm not sure that he knows.
Ice?
Is this the Ice Palace play?
Yeah, he's splash leading. Where is he going with this? It's gotta be Ice Palace if he's going down here.
This is the Ice Palace play from Furaime. That so now this is in logic, right? Because we know that those flippers are in logic. So this isn't really going to hurt Furaime at all. This is a nice play. You have the Cane of Samaria. You have everything else that you need to beat this. You know, Fighter Sword isn't fun, but you know they'll be fine.
He got Hammer. He'll be fine. And Gamma's coming in here as well, but Gamma obviously having a little bit more of an advantage on dungeons completed at this point, 3-2.
Yeah, so Furaime will have been in here for about a minute, maybe a little bit less than a minute, when Gammachuu came in here. And you're going to see here in just a minute, Furaime is, I guess, 2 rooms ahead, right? And just how much faster and smoother this is going to be for Furaime with that Cane of Samaria. That is the power of this new Icebreaker glitch. This palace sucks, just in general, to do the vanilla way, and doing this new glitch, and where you get to clip through this rail like Furaime is just about to show you, makes it a good deal more pleasant. There you go. First try.
Yep. First try. So yeah, what that's doing is he's basically getting there's a door transition, a couple of pixels there for the door transition, and he's basically stretching it all the way out to right against the wall, and then using the Cane of Samaria block to push him through the barrier onto the other side. It's a really cool little glitch. I like it. Yeah,
it's a lot of fun. It's very straightforward to learn too. I was able to learn it in about, I don't know, like less than half an hour of practicing, and I can do it pretty reliably now. There's the big key to Eastern Palace in the spike room, but we see Gammachuu having to do this whole part of the dungeon here, including our old friend, the Ice Palace bomb jump, that Furaime just gets to skip.
Yep.
No trouble there, though. Like an old friend.
Yeah, that's one of the nice things about the IPBJ is that it's a glitch that once you kind of learn where you need to set up, it's very easy to execute from there on out. It's one of the friendlier glitches that you can learn as a runner, and it's very, very suggested that, you know, if you're new to it and you're just starting to pick up glitches, that's one of the ones that I would say pick that one up like very quickly.
I would say that's at the top of the list, right? If you are just learning rando and want to get into learning some of these glitches to start doing races and improve your time, I'd say IPBJ is the top of the list. You know, a lot, like and combine it with Icebreaker, right? Since now, but
Yes.
but it's good to know how to do the IPVJ because you might be in a situation like this, like Gammachuu is, where you don't have the Cane of Samaria and have to do it in order to get through the dungeon. Because doing this in dungeon vanilla really sucks. So.
I was gonna see Sports Cafe mentioning that room that Gamma was just in was the Jamiroquai room, and I'm not immediately thinking because of the ice floor. Was it the
conveyor belt
was it
floor?
the virtual insanity video? Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'm gonna say
great song.
yes. I'm gonna say yes, as if I know anything about Jamiroquai. Because I don't, but I believe you.
Great, you're with a fan and someone who's very knowledgeable about them. So
all right, well, I can't wait.
Good pairing.
Can't wait.
And Furaime making Cold Stare disappear very quickly there. Having that half magic's really nice. Gets a big key, and it's going to be the big key to Skull Woods for his trouble.
So that's one check. It's always in the back of your mind. So the big winner out of Ice Palace here was the Eastern Palace big key. That'll be nice for Furaime. Furaime is going to be able to lump in an Eastern Palace clear with that pod clear. I imagine that might be coming up probably right now, actually, because Furaime can't do Swamp Palace yet because it doesn't have the clippers. So, yep, that's coming up right now.
He's going to take the... you are correct. He's going to take the walk over here. Take the shortcut. And do the thing.
That's the technical term, right? Walk over here and do the thing? Yeah.
Yeah. Am I very wrong in describing it like that?
No, oh, no, absolutely not.
No, he goes here,
no,
does the
he's
thing.
walking over here, he's doing the thing. Yeah,
Ooh,
that's absolutely
you're done.
Right. This is top quality. Really, the whole game is just doing various things in various places.
You do the first thing, and then you do the second thing, and then
that was
boom, John Madden.
Look at that! Look at that Cold Stare fight. That was delightful to watch. Really, really good there by Gammachuu.
That was some very, very smooth play there by Gamma. Beautiful fight. I wonder here if we're going to see Furaime do pod, then back out mirror, and go finish out Eastern Palace.
I would think.
Having that big key now, being here, might as well.
Yeah, the lamp is a suggestion. You can be able to make it through all this just fine.
Yeah, he's got Fire Rod. It's fine.
He does have Fire Rod, so it's fine.
Yeah, with the logic change now, Fire Rod's good enough to get to the back there without problem. And technically, he's still out of logic because he doesn't have that lamp yet. But with the Fire Rod, he'll be fine.
The Gammachuu following suit here is going to clean up Eastern Palace while he's in the area.
So yeah, Gamma did not do the... Gamma's not finished. Gamma hasn't finished these now. Oh. That answers that question. Just a misclick by Red Chair. It's alright. Buttons are right next to each other. Super
the buttons
easy.
are very small. There's lag. I get it. It's late. It's Friday night.
Yeah. Well, I've done tracking too before, and it's the tracker can kind of be a little fussy sometimes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And hey, there's the GT Big Key in the Eastern Palace Big Chest. So if you had the Eastern Palace Big Chest in the Ganon's Tower Big Key guessing game, what are you doing? This is a key sanity seed that was very dumb.
I believe we like to call that 0.
0. I think I did comps for a seed last week where it was in Sank Chest. So if you had 1 in the guessing game, you win.
That's a way to start your race, huh?
It's like, well, won't need to look for that. All right, so what are we still looking for here in this scene? Gonna need the flute, for sure, to make our way into Misery Mire. We might need another medallion for Misery Mire, and maybe the boots. Really?
Yep.
That's pretty much it in terms of items, and we will. That's actually it. We've got all of the big keys that we need, unless there's something in the big chest in Tower of Hera. Yeah.
Yeah, flute is the only hard yes that we have right now. We got a couple of soft yeses with the boots and maybe one of the other 2 medallions. So we'll see on that. And yeah, those silvers gonna make super quick work of those Armos Knights, and Furaime finds those flippers. And away we go.
Ooh, Gamma did not check the Eastern Palace big key chest, which is living dangerously. Not gonna bite him, but
that's not ideal.
It's gonna work out for him. Gammachuu making his way up here to Dark Death Mountain, and is gonna got good news and bad news for you, Gammachuu. The good news is that you're gonna find the Cane of Samaria in Hookshot Cave, and you're gonna be able to finish Turtle Rock. The bad news is that you just did Swamp and Ice without it.
Yep.
Oh, Gamma can't Gamma can't even get into Turtle Rock. He doesn't have Ether yet. That was in the back of Thieves Town.
Yep. We do not have that yet. For Gamma, will be very interesting to see here.
So that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see here where he goes next. I imagine with the book, finding the book, and the cane might nudge him over to not Death Palace.
Death Palace.
Well, it could be Death Palace, but Desert Palace. Got Death Mountain and Desert Palace in my brain there.
Gamma could go over now. Not getting Furaime didn't do this because Furaime found the Cane of Samaria and went into Turtle Rock, but Gammachuu could, now that he's here, head, after doing Hookshot Cave, head back over to the other side of Death Mountain, can finish Tower of Hera with a Hera pot, check the Ether Tablet, and do Spike Cave as well. And those are all going to be things that Furaime is going to be putting off significantly. We'll probably get to them eventually, but might need to wait to get that Hera big, maybe, or maybe the Turtle Rock big will be enough to push him back up there.
Chat is informing me that I'm watching the wrong Zelda because I said Death Palace.
I mean, that would explain things.
Right. I've been watching Zelda 2 this whole time.
No. You are error.
And he's got that Misery Mire big key. With that Cane of Samaria, I'm kind of wondering what this game would do here. Is this Spike Cave?
Yeah, this is Spike Cave, and at least read Ether Tablet. Can check. No, excuse me. Can get Ether Tablet. Can collect it, and maybe you go in and beat Moldorm too if you want to Hera.
So chat is asking what can be on PED if we have to go to PED. Well, chat.
The flute, I guess, could be on PED.
Flute could be PED. Actually, any of the things that we might need for...
Yeah, any of the things that we need could still be on PED, yeah.
Or if a fetch quest leading to something, that would also be a possibility. He's gonna go take care of Tower of Hera now, it looks like. Not a bad decision.
Yeah, this is the other piece of new tech that is relatively recently allowed, the Hera pot. You can actually do this exact same thing to clip into most of the pots in the game. This is the one where it's really useful and the one that is not banned. Because if you do this into the ones in Hyrule Castle, you go straight to the Ganon fight. Although it's a little bit of there are lots of setups, but each setup is a little bit precise, and it can be tricky. There are some things that are not obvious that can kind of set it off and keep it from working. And one of them is beating Armos Knights, I believe. Screws with whatever variable that you need in order to do this. No, excuse me. No, I'm mixing my things up. That's Splash Elite.
Yeah, he's trying to get it lined up here. It's basically a pixel perfect lineup to be able to just clip the pot and then use the hook shot to be able to fully clip into it.
Yeah, so the mini Moldorm didn't drop anything. I do know that if you kill that mini Moldorm and then pick up what it drops before it hits the ground, that screws this up as well. So we'll see if Gammachuu gives it another try after mirroring, but is gonna nope out and leave this for.
Yeah, I may decide to leave that for last. Gonna go do Spike Cave instead, which is what we originally thought would be the play. Meanwhile, Furaime is going to be doing Helmasaur King. We'll see what's in Spike Cave. If there's anything of use here.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Yeah.
Ow.
Can be doing it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, Gamma's. It was either one of the weird things, or Gamma's first position was off, because he was right on the second position. Gamma gonna go dig for something over here. Check this shovel that we haven't seen. Vanilla flute, anybody?
Nope.
Nope. So close. I mean, it wasn't close, actually. I don't know why I said that. So hopefully for Gammachuu, this is Thieves Town. Thanks for that, Tepidino. That's good. Ether was in Blind Cell, I do believe.
Yes, it is a blind cell. Furaime, meanwhile, going to be doing Swamp Palace.
Yeah, Gammachuu clearly does not want to go into the back of Thieves Town without that Thieves Town small key. Unfortunately, it is biting him a little bit here, unless he finds it right away, of course, because we know that there is some progression in there with that Ether Medallion. We'll check Bombo's tablet here. We have not seen this quite yet. Just a heart container, though. With that book is going to head into Desert Palace as well.
A little bit of Pika Prayer.
So no desert small key here. So can check the torch. Uh-oh. That's a key. That is troubling.
Yep. That's a key. That's a key to the House of Darkness. That's not the key we want.
No, but it does mean that we can get that vanilla big key chest that neither of our runners checked while they were in there. Kind of puts that at the back of our mind. Definitely not the one that we want here. Now, Gammachuu pulling out the fire rod is almost certainly then not gonna steal the key and is gonna go take care of Lanmo. This makes sense. Furaime showing us the left side diver down, intentionally flood the key, then clip through that rail to trick the game into thinking that you are, on the wrong layer. Pick up the key, come back out, hop out of the water, hop back into the water, and there you are. Bob's your uncle, and you're good to go keep checking the left side without backtracking. It's nice. Oh, and there's the flute on Lanmolis!
Yo, that's a nice find there from Gamma.
So at this point, if you're Gammachuu, you're hoping, from Gammachuu's perspective, we hope for his sake that Misery Mire is Ether, right? Because that is going to funnel him away from Misery Mire. I mean, he's gotta do it anyway, I guess. So it doesn't matter a ton. But it will mean that he will get that Ether medallion quicker. But yeah, we hope that it's Ether. He doesn't have any other medallions, so we haven't seen any of the other ones yet. So, if Misery Mire is Ether, then that will funnel him back towards Thieves Town sooner rather than later, which is good for his.
It is time to awaken the duck.
Honk. See someone in chat saying that it would be hard to not do Thieves Town while he's right there. Well, there you go. He's not gonna do it. I like chat correcting me. It's like, no, Honk is a goose. Yeah, I know. Whatever. There is Ether for Misery Mire. And there's a tempered sword. Nothing in Checkerboard Cave, so Gammachuu having to leave the mire area. And this looks like it is going to be that Thieves Town play. Maybe we'll also check the big chest of Skull Woods with that big key we got out of Ice Power.
Seems like a wise decision.
And when he gets that Ether Medallion, I do believe that Gammachuu will be in go mode, if I am not mistaken.
I believe so.
You know, with the caveat, of course, that we don't have the Hera big key, but I assume Gammachuu will go up there and give that Hera pot another. Furaime will be right behind here, and Furaime has a back of Thieves Town on Gammachuu here. Well, Gammachuu has all of Desert on Furaime, and Furaime's been through the front of Turtle Rock, but of course that doesn't really save you much any time to having done that. You gotta go back through basically the whole thing anyway.
So yeah, this really is gonna be pretty close here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's hard to tell really who has the advantage at this point. It's going to be very, very close. We'll probably be able to tell. They will probably be converging up at Turtle Rock, I would imagine. And so it's probably going to have to wait until they make their way back up there. And at 1 hour and 30 minutes or so, Gammachuu is in go mode. Furaime will not be far behind, picking up that flute here off of Landmo.
I think the one thing I like for Furaime is that the trip back to get to Meyer is going to be a lot quicker than Gammachuu. Because you're basically just going outside to go back in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's got to
activate the flute.
Yeah, that's right. He's got to activate the flute. Yeah. So yeah, this will be pretty close. I think with that, Gamma will probably have a slight lead here, and it will really just come down to a pure execution race from here on out, and that's where it could get very interesting.
Now, there's another question. That tempered sword was in the Meyer shed, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Is Furaime going to check that?
That's a good point.
In 1 hour, 31 minutes, and 57 seconds with that flute, Furaime is in go mode as So yeah, this is going to come down to execution here through these last couple dungeons and in the climb up Ganon's tower as well. Without its key sanity, so no need to mess around with Ganon Tower basement at all. We got the big key, we got 2 small keys, we're good there. On Gammachuu's side, we even have a tempered sword and silver arrows. So there's really not much of a point to Gammachuu opening a single chest from here on out. The best Godmire is a Godmire that you know you have before you walk into Misery Mire. Love having sword beams in that room. Just lay waste to everything. It's a lot of fun.
That it is.
Here's big thing for Furaime. Will Furaime check Mire Shed here before going into Misery Mire? Looks like no. So very well might miss out on that Tempered Sword, which is not great. You know, that upgrade from Master Sword to Tempered Sword is a big.
That is definitely going to be a nice advantage for Gamma going into Ganon fight.
Yeah, in the Gauntlet as well. That upgrade from Master to Tempered helps out quite a bit. Gamma setting up Spooky with a nice rod shot there.
Of course, one of the nice things about Key Sanity is that you don't really have to worry about running around and getting a whole bunch of stuff.
This game is literally all running around and getting a whole bunch of stuff. It's the entire game.
Yep. I mean, less stuff. Less stuff than normal.
Less stuff, okay.
Yes.
Link and you'll miss it here. The Silver Arrows fight on Vitreous. Video games, run around and get stuff.
Yes. Silver Arrows video is such a happy fight. It's like, oh yeah, you know, I'm not supposed to be able to do this in a regular game. Now I can do this. It's fun.
Feels good, man. That and like the little thing about Rando that makes me feel that way is this is the smallest thing, is hook shotting over to the chest on the right side of Eastern Palace. Like, that's something you would never do in vanilla, right? You wouldn't be able to do it. And just feels really nice. That's all. Oh, interesting. Gammachuu is going here to the Fountain of Happiness, going to recharge some bombs and arrows here. Taking the time to do. That's interesting. Don't see this from top runners very often. That's a move I would do.
We're gonna get the race up the mountain. Very close.
Yeah, Gamma is a screen ahead of Furaime. I tell you what, the races in these playoffs have been incredible. Almost every race is fantastic. The quality of play has been really, really good. This is a heck of a show that these runners are putting on for you. The whole playoffs have been.
We've had all this divergence. We did all these different paths to ultimately get the same items, and we're 20 seconds apart right now. That's
outstanding.
The entire difference. Yeah.
Now, that Harapot is going to be in the back of Gamma's mind here, right? Like, oh, I already did this once.
Right. You kind of wonder maybe if it might play a little bit here. So here's a bit of a difference. Here's where Furaime's gonna make a little bit of time up. He doesn't have to do the animation. Gamma's going to do the animation, so he's going to gain a couple seconds here.
Look at this sync, folks. Furaime takes the lead by like a
2
second.
seconds.
This is great.
Yeah, it's like 2 seconds. We have a full-blown race at this point.
Oh man, this is incredible. Let's go, everybody.
And one of the other advantages here, this is somewhere where Furaime will make it maybe like a couple seconds a time, is just all these things have already been opened up. So like Furaime's already been in here. So
yeah, what's
too much
difference?
It won't be. Yeah.
It's keys versus tempered sword here.
And that's going to come into play very shortly here with the try next fight as well.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
Because probably see Furaime do hammer, and the Gamma will just use the sword.
Yeah, and then of course the gauntlet is the next spot, and then of course the Ganon fight are where those sword differences are really going to rear its head.
Oh boy.
Oh man. Gammachuu a little bit cleaner in that room, pulls ahead. Furaime taking an anti-fair.
Yep, execution. That's what this all is right now.
Yes, it is. Yes, sir.
And we've got 2 top runners doing it, so
100 minutes in, the semifinals. Our runners are in the same room. Game 4, win or go home for.
Yep. If you're Team Kappa, you're cheering on Gammachuu right now. You want that 3rd win. You want your ticket to the finals. That's what you're hoping for. If you're Furaime, you are holding on for dear life here. You are trying to make this a Game 5 situation where you can have one more shot.
Oh no!
Oh!
Here's the other sword!
Oh my goodness! Wow. Okay.
Well. What possessed Gamma to open that chest? Why? Why would you do?
I don't know. Boy, this
the boots of the hair, a big key, but like, man.
Oh, Furaime, what are you doing? Oh, he's checking his chat. Oh no.
Or the boots.
Boots would be amazing. No.
There's that Thieves Town small key.
Get the red meringue.
And the OK boomerang. Ooh, man. Yikes.
Yeah. Still not over yet. I mean, Gamma's got a little bit more of a pet here. Yeah. But yeah, this is
that classic. Yeah, that classic Team Kappa luck striking. To quote the meme of the day.
Yeah, they'll have Harapot too, you know.
Yeah, will Gamma be tilted by Harapot?
Yeah, he's got the easier fight here with using that gold sword versus the hammer here from Furaime. He's gonna be pulling.
Yeah, you can see the gold sword doesn't save a ton of time over tempered, but tempered saves a lot of time over master sword, as we've said a couple times here.
Yep. And it's gonna be mirror into Tower of Hera, and then immediately into GT. He's gonna actually open up GT first. I like this. Just get the cutscene out of the way.
Yep.
Wow. What a race. What a
This
race.
is a heck of a show, man. Video games are good.
They're fun. Alright, for Gammachuu, this is
Redemption.
the moment of truth. Can you do it? Second time around. Is this going to go... Is this super clean? No. Not yet. He's got it.
There it is. 5th time's the charm. Did give back some decent time to Furaime here.
Yep, Furaime's gonna be setting up. Can he get it first try? And yeah, this is gonna be a super quick fight for Gammachuu with that sword. Nope, he's gonna struggle a little bit too.
Yeah, that like I said, that setup is there are lots of setups for Harapot. All of them. Oh, and there are the boots on Moldorm. Oh, feels bad.
I don't think Furaime's got this. I think he's still trying to set it up.
Yeah, no.
Yep. Yeah, he was still moving around too much. I was like, yeah, he doesn't have it quite set up yet. He's trying to get this set up here. Yeah, Gammachuu's going to be going straight into GT now. This will be a run right to the top. We've got the keys. We don't have to worry about anything here. Just go to the top, take care of AGA 2, AGA 1, GT. And if you can do that without any sort of trouble, your Gammachuu, that's your third win. There's the pot for Harapot for Furaime. Pick up the ferry. And we'll probably see hammer strats here for Moldorm, so it'll be a slightly slower fight. Definitely not over yet, but Gamma's in a pretty good position right now. There we go. Furaime getting the slightly slower kill, but he's going to get the boots, and Gammachuu already heading up into Gauntlet. It is execution time from here on out. Pure execution. How quick can you get through these rooms? How little trouble can you have?
Yep, and with that gold sword, Gammachuu is in a significantly stronger position to just beast his way through the gamut or through the gauntlet than Furaime is with Master.
Yep. Looking roughly like it's about a 2-minute gap right now, which is pretty substantial. Not super substantial. It's not impossible, but it's gonna be really tough. We're gonna need to see some mistakes here from Gamma. He's given no quarter on this.
No.
Already through both of the most satisfying rooms in the game.
I love those rooms. They're great.
They're wonderful.
Yeah, so at this point, if you're rooting for Furaime and a game 5, you're rooting for a very troll Moldorm fight, or a Ganon fall from Gammachuu. Slim hopes there, but weird things have happened for sure.
Right. It's not over till we get across that bridge and we get the GGs in chat. Yeah, with every room that Gamma passes through, the amount of time that Furaime has to try and catch up gets smaller and smaller. Nicely on Mulla's there. Yeah, Moldorm 2 already down for Gammachuu. Let's get that last chest. As you should when you are in a tight race like this.
All runs were valid. It's okay.
Yes. And Agatu time. Let's see what pattern we get. Oh, Furaime taking a small fall there. Won't be, I'll just set him back just a little bit, but didn't need that.
I think that might have been only one. Might have gotten a double.
That looked like a double.
That looked like a triple, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, it was
Nicely
that was
done there by Gamma.
Well done. And now, instead of our usual trip to visit the big pig, we're going to take a little detour here as, yeah, Furaime is going to open up all these chests looking for that sword. Never find
Not
it.
going to find it, unfortunately, yeah. So you're going to see Gammachuu come real close to walking into that hole.
Woo! Okay. Oh.
Mirror bonk.
Yep.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, Furaime's got the tougher fight here because he's going to be using the hammer to set up the first part of it, and then it's going to take a little bit more time. He's got it, though.
Nicely done.
Yeah. For anyone wondering why we're going into Castle Tower here, it is Key Sanity all dungeons, so we do have to complete Aga 1 Castle Tower, of course.
Yeah, and this is the most, if you're not forced to do it earlier, this is the most convenient time to do it. You get warp right there from the Aga 2 fight, you just mirror, come up here, kill Aga 1, and then you also get a nice, convenient health and magic refill before the game fight.
Oh, Furaime missing a shot there. He'll be fine. He'll get this next one, but still, it's gonna be a 2-2-1-1. A little bit slower.
And nobody wants to get called a dingus by Ganon.
Yep. If you get called a dingus in this game, you've done something bad.
It's a good insult. Dingus, right? It's like it's not crude.
Yes.
Like it's hurtful,
right.
But only in like a funny way.
Yeah, it's hurtful without being like hurtful the mean kind of way. Yeah, and so Gamma's lead right now is really just the castle climb here, which is pretty significant. All right, let's see how many blue balls we get. Zero so far. I'm waiting for it. There you go. There's one. There's one. Two. There's our third regular fireball. There's three. And of course, remember that Furaime is going to have this exact same setup. Fireball number 4. Blue ball number 4.
Yeah, blue ball and Aghanim's RNG is seeded between the seeds, so Furaime will have the exact same setup, just like they did in
Right. The one difference would be if, for some reason, Gamma died here, which he won't. But there we go. There's 6. So I think the answer we had 4. with our blue ball count for tonight. And yeah, Furaime's going to have to do this fight while Gamma's on the big pig. Manny Duck will not betray you, in fact cannot speak.
Nice.
Good to know.
Everybody likes a good portal joke. Gets the 1-in-1 here with gold sword. Pretty straight.
Pretty easy to do. On the phase 3, he's got full hearts, full 13 hearts. Getting the warps, as Furaime will get. Number 2. Found the silvers. Oh no, silver! I want your weakness.
Oh no!
Gamma. Okay. And there's the triple to finish it off. Just gonna walk across this bridge, and ladies and gentlemen, 13-1 regular season. They came through the tournament as the champions of their division, and they will advance. Team Kappa, 3-1. The Late World Conference champions. They will advance to the league finals. They will play the winner of Team Sugoi and Fendrana Drifters.
Just incredible luck sacking by Team Kappa, as always.
With division
GG
representing.
to Gammachuu, obviously. Yeah.
Absolutely. With the team of Gammachuu, 1UP, and Fear Agent playing in the finals. Very strong season. Very strong season. And we have an official SRL time for Gammachuu at 1:54:38. Well, Furaime finishing this up.
Tougher Master Sword fight, obviously. With the Master Sword, you can only damage Ganon with spins there. It's not as bad as trying to do it silverless, but you do have to get those spins in.
Indeed. And they're going to finish this out because still going to have a really strong season. One of these 13-1 regular season teams is going to have to go down here. There's no two ways around it, but two very strong teams here. Just a little bit of bad luck for Furaime as far as those the sword locations.
Yeah, just the order in which you get to things matters sometimes here in Rando, and really that is a big part of what happened to Furaime.
Yeah, but definitely, I would say still a very strong run, obviously.
Yeah, and there it is. And get your GGs in chat for Furaime taking down Ganon. We'll finish things off here when they cross the bridge.
Indeed. Will be a official SRL time of 1:57 flat for Furaime. Get those GGs in chat. So this will be this is the end of the run for Kinda Rando retired. Team of Furaime, Super Nintailor, and Kyong.
Yeah, another fantastic tournament, or another fantastic season by these guys as well. So GGs to all the members of Kinda Rando Retired. And we are joined in the booth right now by your winner tonight. Representing Team Kappa, Gammachuu is here. GG.
Hey, GG's.
Yeah, GG's Gamma. Boy, that was a really close race at the end there. How you feeling after that?
Relieved. I'm just really happy we ended up taking this one. We were really not looking for a game 5. So I'm just glad this was, we ended up getting lucky. I'll just throw that out there. I felt like I kind of did.
And you're not just memeing, are you? Right?
No. I mean, I felt like I really needed it here, and I'm really glad it just played out for me.
Yeah, you guys were. By the time I hope you watch this back, you guys walked into Turtle Rock within a second or two of each other. It was that close, Furaime's big advantage was that Furaime had cleared out Thieves Town on his first trip through, and so had that Ether Medallion, and so that was something that he had on you for most of the race. However, it kind of worked to his disadvantage. He flutes into Meyer after getting the flutes his go mode item, sees that it's Ether, never checks Meyer's shed, and then doesn't do any of the checks in Turtle Rock, and so is on Master Sword. Whereas you, for some reason, open Crystal Roller chest. Just what the hell?
I was looking for boots or the Hera Big Key because I was doubting myself. I don't know if you saw my second trip in there. I got nervous. I never screwed up Herapod that badly.
Right. Yeah.
After like five tries, I'm thinking, did I grab the item from Moldorm? I wasn't even paying attention if it dropped an item. I picked it up while it was midair. But yeah, after 5 tries, I really doubted myself. I'm like thinking, oh, this is just terrible. And when I saved it till the last dungeon, I felt more crappy because the Moldorm dropped boots. And I figured, how long did Furaime had the boots for? How many minutes did he have it over me? I just felt weird, worse and worse. And when I entered GT, I'm looking to see, okay, where's the dot done coming? And I just minimized it because I'm thinking, no, I don't want to see it. It's just going to put more stress on me. I'll just finish this and hopefully, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, no, you guys made a lot of the same decisions there. Neither of you both just checked those first 2 chests in Tower Hero when you were up there first. And really the other thing that Furaime had was making his way up to Dark Death Mountain and getting that cane, and so was able to dive her down an icebreaker, whereas you were not able to do that, doing swamp and ice first.
He did Dark Death Mountain before any of the water dungeons?
He didn't have the flippers at that point. He put off pod until later.
Oh, okay. Wow, that kind of surprised me. I thought he would do pod, and then when getting flippers, do the water dungeons before even touching Dark Death Mountain. No, but yeah, I would have liked to have that because I'm not too good at doing diver down with bomb strats.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just did it the slow way.
We're also joined by Kyong of Team Kinda Rando Retired. GG's Kyong, how are you doing?
Hey, I guess. I'm doing alright.
GG's on this season.
Yes. Yeah, I think I was just mentioning this, obviously, right as we were finishing up here, but both you guys, both teams 13-1. Somebody was going to have their season end early. Both teams were very, very strong up until those conference finals. So, it's just a situation where unfortunately we can't have like 4 teams be in the finals. It's just 2. So someone's got to go. Someone's got to go in these situations, and unfortunately, Kinda Rando Retired turned out to be that just a little bit short in this 4th race, and strong effort though.
Yeah, Kyung, were you able to watch this whole match here?
I wasn't watching like exclusively closely, but I did keep track of what was happening.
What'd you see out of your teammate Furaime here in the losing effort? Obviously, he played very well, but what can you tell me about this race?
I mean, he did exactly what he usually does. It's finishing with 2 swords down from his opponent, so I'm not surprised that.
Yeah, those swords ended up being in just extremely inconvenient places for Furaime to check. Just didn't work out that way there.
Yeah, I figured he would have had at least tempered sword going into the Ganon fight, but for my sake, I'm glad he stayed with Master Sword just so I could get that time over him.
I'm looking at the stats here. A 141 collection rate on all dungeon key sanity is kind of insane. That's really good. Nice job on there. The seed just kind of kept. There wasn't anything that was super trolly in this seed.
Yeah, because that's a really low collection rate for AD keys. I was fortunate enough to go mode Meyer. I didn't touch Meyer, TR, and I guess a bit of Hera, and no chest touched in GT except the one on top. That was just out of force of habit.
Yeah. So looking forward, I guess, Gammachuu here, have you been? You are, I am sure, going to be cagey about this, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Looking at that other matchup there between Fendrana Drifters and Team Awesome, who do you want? Who do you want to see come out of that match?
I don't know. It's too hard to say. They're all good. They're all too good. It's just, I'm just not sure. Maybe.
Come on.
Maybe Jet, because I was he's the one that I think took a win over Activoker. And I was really hoping to get a rematch against Activoker because he's the one that took me on the fall tournament.
Right,
and since he took him out, I figured, okay, well, maybe I could take my frustrations out on Jet. Hopefully, if they make it that far.
Yeah, there you go. Jet winning game 3 for Fendrana Drifters over Ramon last night to continue that series. That series will continue. Let me pull up the schedule.
Tomorrow. Is their game? Is the next game? I'm not.
Yeah. So tomorrow at 5:10 p.m. Eastern time, that is Megawatt versus Hitzion. That's going to be a heck of a match there. Standard randomized swords, all dungeon key sanity. Everybody choosing all dungeon key sanity in the league playoffs. It's like every match one is all dungeon key.
Well, I think based on what we've seen tonight, I think there's a reason why a lot of these teams are choosing, because it really comes down a lot to execution, and just it's even both ways. You're not really handicapping yourself one way or the other by picking something that a lot of these runners are pretty good at doing.
So I'll leave it to you two guys, Gamma and Kyung, if you've got anything else to say about the seed or to each other. You guys have the floor before we wrap.
Oh well, no, thanks for having me. Thank you for commentary. Thanks for tracking, and GG's Kyung and team kind of random retired for making it this far. Definitely not an easy team to go up against.
Yeah, GG's. We're pretty happy with our performance for sure. Last time we lost on game 5 of the semifinals, and now we lost on game 4. So maybe next time we're gonna get all 3 on the semifinals again, but we'll see.
Yeah. By the way, I'm just curious, if it had moved on to game 5, who would have gone to game 5? Would have been you or Superman Taylor?
Me. Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah. We were definitely trying to avoid that because I know you like to kind of pick, ridiculous modes, swordless, inverted, all that, fun stuff, quote unquote. And
I thought you were going to say garbage, and I was going to agree with you.
Well, I mean, one could say that, but we were really trying really hard to avoid that.
Sadly, we can choose expert tempo as well.
Oh, please, I don't want to hear that. No, but definitely GG's.
Yeah, even though we are kind of random retired, you still were gonna be seeing us on tournaments around.
Oh, thank goodness!
So
we someday we're gonna get that Furaime interview. Someday, the dream is alive. So that's good.
That is always the hope. Someday the meme will be the dream.
So GG's to you guys and your teammates for a fantastic run here in the league, and good luck to Gammachuu and the rest of Team Kappa in the finals. next week. I'll be watching tomorrow as that other series wraps up. But Nihon Tiger, anything else from you, my friend?
Well, no, not really. I think we definitely got our money's worth tonight. Of course, as always, make sure to follow, Gammachuu, Furaime for more awesome rando stuff. Both excellent runners. Like any of the runners that are on these two teams are among some of the best that we have in the community. They're all really great people, and they're all really great runners, and they're always really worth watching because you never quite know what to expect when you get a race between two of them. Like tonight, we got a really good race between these two.
Yeah, absolutely. They put on a show for you guys. Make sure you throw them a follow at the very least.
Of course, want to make sure to thank Reg for doing all the tracking for us tonight. It's a lot of work, but it's important work, and we couldn't have done it without you. So thank you so much, buddy.
Track record, the unsung heroes of SpeedGaming and the league here.
Absolutely, and of course, Tyler, thanks for co-comming. It was wonderful as always working with you. So looking forward to next time.
Absolutely, it was a pleasure working with you here tonight. And on behalf of all of us here at SpeedGaming, thank you for watching, and I hope we see you again tomorrow evening, afternoon, morning, night, whenever that is for you, for Game 4 of the other semifinal match between Megawatt and Hitzion. Stick around for that one. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in tonight, and we will see you next time.
Remember, someone out there loves you. We love you too. Take care of yourselves, one and all. Have a good night.